Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday again. Welcome back to the Vibing with TJ podcast. I'm your host, TJ, and we back for part 3 because it just keep getting better and better. But we back for part 3. We've got our special guest, Miss Mika Lou, back again to
Gang,
wrap
gang.
gang. uh, last week she was starting to go into her more healing part of it. So, we're gonna just let her flow again. I don't even have to ask no questions because she just be flowing. So go ahead, Mika, do your
But
thing.
you know what?
Yeah.
Ask your questions away. But you okay, so the healing thing, you made a good point. And we spoke about it briefly earlier, how people just be bouncing into relationships because they don't want to be alone. It was
Yeah.
so important to me to heal.
Mm.
God, it was so important for me to heal.
Yes.
So I am a huge advocate of therapy. I do life coaching myself. Um, and it's a part of life, and it's not a, oh, go to 6 months, go to 3 months. No, it's a continuous thing, and sometimes you just need to speak to somebody with a non-biased opinion. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you
Yeah,
just
I
need
agree.
to speak to someone that don't know crap about
Yeah.
you.
Is that why you
And
why
that's
you
what we
asked me the other day? Do I go to
do
therapy?
your
You test.
therapy. Yeah, because I heard it in your I binge listened. Is that a thing? I binge listened to your podcast, and
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, I wonder if she goes to therapy because I heard the undertone and I was like, therapy is so important. Um, and I grew up with so many. Um, I just think that generation, I used to say Christianity, but that generation from like up to like 1970s, they don't believe in therapy too tough.
No. No.
They do not believe, and I'm not gonna open that can, but
Yeah.
I went to therapy because I did not know what I would do to myself. Or not saying I would commit suicide, but I was like, I don't know what's going to happen and I'm about to lose it. So I'm going to therapy. However, I kept it a secret for a really long time. And then when I became more comfortable with myself and with the idea of therapy, I was like, Chad, you need to go to therapy. You need to go to therapy. It was like an experience. I was like, ooh, you go to therapy? You don't need to go to therapy? You need to go to therapy. You need to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
now it's more of a, if I'm having a conversation with somebody and I hear certain things, hey, when last time you went to therapy?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never been to therapy. Yeah, you need to go to therapy. So I knew I needed to heal from my relationship. My daughter's father, um, he used me as his therapist, and I used to push him like, hey, you need to go sit talk to somebody because
Mm-hmm.
you got stuff I can't deal with, especially if we're in a relationship. And a lot of people don't understand that you can't
Mm-hmm.
unload on your significant other.
Yes. Yes, Lord. Say that
You
again.
cannot unload on your significant other,
It's not fair.
intentionally or not intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you want to be able to have a conversation with them, but you can't unload on them. You They can't help you heal. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
therapy, Jesus, we gonna do this thing together. We gonna
Mm-hmm.
do this thing together. And I became so intentional and so knowledgeable of not only when I need therapy, but when I need spiritual healing. And when you are aware of spiritual hurt, spiritual healing, spiritual deliverance, that's a whole
Mm-hmm.
nother topic. So
Mm.
if I'm not mentally, emotionally where I need to be, I don't need to act sexually. I can't, because now you're in me. Literally.
Yeah.
We are one. We are together.
Yes.
I feel you, you feel me. We are together. If I'm crap and you crap, then we crap, and then we have crap kids, and then like we all over the place. We can't do that. And then people
Yeah.
who are not spiritually inclined, spiritually aware, they rely on sex. They rely on sex
Mm.
in so many ways because you don't know how to have a conversation. You don't know how to think for yourself.
That's
You
the
don't know
only
yourself
connection they think
worth.
they can have.
not only the only connection, but that's the only thing they feel like they have to offer. That's the only way they feel like I will
Yeah.
be accepted. That's the only way you can quote unquote express yourself. Is sexually, and it's like, no, you don't. And then you have people like, well, how do you know? I'm just gonna be honest. You can edit it whatever later. How do you know if my dick good, if my vagina is good, if my whatever is good? And it's like, yeah, no, I have good da 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 da. And that's why he act the way he act. That's the why she act. No, baby, your spirit doesn't connect with his spirit, and or her spirit doesn't connect with her spirit, or his spirit doesn't connect with his spirit. And now y'all spirits are up there fighting each other.
You went deep on somebody. You done went deep.
Because they be out here just be like, yeah, I got good stuff and he ain't going nowhere. Child, you can get good Puda anywhere.
Yeah, you can. You really can.
Anywhere. It ain't enough to keep nobody. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's like, oh, I did the thing on her. Now she acting crazy. No, you done probably put your spirit on her, and her internal beings can't handle it. And so now they all over there having a mental fight with each other, and she don't know what to do. And now she depressed and don't know why she like. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much.
I'm telling you right now, when you said that, I instantly thought about the last relationship I was in with my ex. This was about probably like 8-9 years ago. Boy, put it on me. And I didn't know what was going on. I went through depression, everything after we broke up. I said, what in the world?
Her spirit, their spirit probably came into yours and whatever you had going on, and didn't know how to act. What's this? What we got going over here? And you have people don't know that it's not one spirit. It's not two spirits. Sometimes you have legions of spirits. Legions.
You just wait a minute.
Legions.
So you saying when you say legions of spirit, you mean like all their past sexual partners or something else?
Absolutely. Oh, every single one of them.
Whoa.
So why am I gonna risk 2,900 additional spirits coming into my being for a nut? For an orgasm? And then you ain't never noticed that you have sex with somebody that ain't that cute no more. You ever had sex with somebody and you be like, you know what, you're not that smart. I thought you.
I can say, yeah, I've had that experience. Be like, what? I've had this more experience. Like I've had sex with somebody. And be like, what do I like about them?
What do I like about? No, you was horny.
Yeah, I've had that experience. Yeah, I'm like,
and then it's just like, you know what, you're not that attractive. You're not that smart.
No,
I'll pass. So yes, when you have sex with someone, yeah, all of them coming with you. Come on, everybody, we just gonna go home with me.
just right on you.
Come on,
right on you.
Come on. Everybody get a ride. Come on,
yeah.
And it's just, and people just, it's like they don't have any self-worth or self boundaries. You need boundaries. You need discipline. It's not just, oh, keep busy, you'll be all right. No, it's focus, it's purpose, it's I'm not gonna risk. It's too much. It's too much to risk. Like,
I agree.
It's just too much to risk. My mental, emotional, and depending on how intentional you are with your healing, I cannot risk that.
Ooh. You speak ain't nothing but a word there. I say, I put my piece over anything. I am not giving up my piece. No,
I can't. Take spirituality off the table. Take religion off the table. If you sit there and you really work on healing mentally, you really work on healing emotionally, you work on healing financially.
We ain't even gonna go there with that. We ain't gonna go there with that. boy, we ain't gonna go with the finance because I don't like to bring finance into it. But yeah, yes, Lord.
Listen, it's so much, and people are just like, I want to get married. I want to do this. Like, y'all be want to do too much. You want to do too much. Sit down. Figure things out. Figure life out. Sit down somewhere. You'll be okay. Figure yourself out. You'll be okay. Go get some healing. You'll be okay. All this stuff will be okay. And then when the time is right, bringing spirituality back into it, boy, that God gonna speed everything so fast, and you gonna be like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Yes. He can be popping stuff off left and right. I know. Yes, I
Yeah,
get it.
but no, you can't focus because you want to get a nut. So
2 minute nut.
I got a nut though.
Yeah.
My business ain't running, but I got a nut though. I ain't been on vacation, but I got a nut though.
Never been in a stable relationship.
But I got a
Got
nut
the nut.
though. I got a nut though.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh,
just like you
Jesus.
live by that. You live by
Mm.
that, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. I'm telling you, it's too much to risk. And if I was studying, and when you don't read the Bible for to say you did it, but when you read it with intentionality, it
Mm-hmm.
changes perspective. God
Mm-hmm.
legit leads you to certain stuff. So I was over there trying to research pride and came across something completely different and fell in love with the spiritual world all over again.
You said you was trying to research pride? That's what you said?
Pride. Yes,
Okay.
Pride. So the spirit of
Gotcha.
pride is called Leviathan. I wanted to research the spirit of pride. And that's why it's so important to read the Bible with intent, read it in context, because a lot of people read it out of context,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately. I realized that the ministers over the years have been misquoting Genesis 2. I don't know what verse, but they've been misquoting it. When God created the earth, but Genesis 1, when God created the man on the sixth day. No, he did not. He did not create man on the sixth day. He created spirits on the sixth day. He
Oh.
created, when you read it, Genesis 1 will say,
Mm-hmm.
we created you in my image, in our image, excuse me, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. When you get to chapter 2, it says, I need someone to till the earth. I'm paraphrasing. I need someone to till the earth. So a mist came down from the heavens. This is after he created animals. I need a mist. I need someone to till the earth. A mist came down from the heavens to the dust where I formed Adam. He ain't formed Adam until later. He ain't formed Adam until after the week was over. He formed Adam
Oh.
because he needed a work to physically be done in the earth. He created our spirit in his image. He didn't create our
Wow.
body until later. When I saw that, I was like, wait a minute,
Wow.
Jesus. It's so different. So
That is.
when you understand that everything is spiritual, everything changes. So I always was like, how did he know us before we was created in your mother's womb? He knew your spirit. And when he was like,
Mm.
you know what, I know your spirit. I need to send Mika down at this time because at this time the earth is gonna need her. So when you
Mm.
change that, abortion is different. Everything is different because you're on assignment. You're on
You got a
assignment.
purpose. You
You have a
everybody.
purpose.
Yes.
Adam had a purpose. God said, you know what? I need somebody to till this earth. So I need to create him physically.
Mm.
I already know him, but I need to create him
Mm-hmm.
physically so that he can do what I need him to do in the earth. So when you realize that, it changes. It just changes. It just changes. I can't risk your spirit coming into mine if you're not mine.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
boundary. No, we can't be alone together, sir. Absolutely not. I
Yeah.
can't drink alcohol around you. Absolutely not. Can't do it.
I get it.
Can't be in
I
closed
get it.
spaces. Can't do it.
Wow.
I'm gonna have sex with you. I'm,
Wow.
and I got about one good knowing me, and then I'm going home. I ain't got that much knowing me.
Yeah. I get it. I get it.
I
Trust
ain't got that
me.
much knowing me. I don't care what I just said. My flesh is still my flesh.
Mm-hmm. The flesh is weak. The flesh can give in to temptation. So
It
yeah.
will definitely temptation comes from within. It doesn't come from the outside world. The temptation is something that you already desire that's within you. So
Mm.
when you're presented with it, you're only speaking to something that you already desire.
Yeah.
Oh,
That makes sense. That makes sense. So,
I can't be around you. So it becomes quote unquote easier to date when you get the weed out the people.
oh,
It it becomes harder when somebody actually aligns and makes sense.
yes, I get that. Yes, I am. Trust me, I'm experiencing that now. So I get it wholeheartedly. But yeah, oh
It be
man,
it becomes harder. It be like, oh shoot.
oh Lord, what am I gonna do? We can't be
I
going
gotta
together.
say no. I gotta say no.
We gonna be here all the time. No, you can't come to my house and
You
be alone
cannot
with
come
me.
to my house. Absolutely not. I can't come to yours.
Mm,
Absolutely not.
absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah. Wow. I ain't gonna lie. I learned a lot. So I don't think I'm as far as you are in your journey. I think I'm still maybe in. I'm not in the beginning stages of it for sure. Maybe somewhere in that middle stage of I'm.
Well, you know what? When I say I dove head in, I went to the deepest part of the sea I could find without a life vest and said, "Let's find out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Mm-hmm.
go."
Yeah. Yeah.
Teaching, readings, praying, fasting. I am doing whatever I can to get the information that I need to get. And that was just the heal. That was just the heal and have a peace of mind and sanity.
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
ain't got nothing to do with purpose. But
Oh man, I mean, and, it's crazy how you came into that. You said when you got pregnant. For me, my awakening was I hate to say it, but if you listen to the podcast, my awakening was when Kenya passed away. Like it really woke me up. Like I have a purpose. I don't have time. I have a calling. It's been nagging on me. I got to do what I got to do, and doing this, since then, like it's helped me heal even more, and it's opened up even more doors. When you say stuff start popping off, I mean stuff has been popping off these last few months for me like crazy. So
and
I
you
get it.
understand that was a tragedy to wake you up. That was a
Yeah.
tragedy that was needed. And a lot of people, I'm gonna switch technology because I need to hang up. But a lot of people don't understand that sometimes you need a tragedy to wake you up. And
Mm-hmm.
if you immediately be like, well, God did, do y'all really expect everybody to walk around this earth forever?
Yeah. No, definitely not. Definitely
If
not.
you have that mindset that everybody's gonna live forever, you already jacked up.
Mm-hmm.
So let's put that on pause
Yeah.
and let me switch technology because
Okay.
this is gonna hang up soon.
Okay. Well, I know how to fill in the gap while you switch your
Okay.
technology. All right.
Yes. Bye.
All right. So, all right.
I'll be back.
All right. All right. So, yeah. Yeah. So, like I was saying, when I was touching on, not one way has to look like, everybody else's way. She found her enlightening when she got pregnant with her daughter. My enlightening really took place when I lost someone very, very close to me. Very, like she was my cousin, but she was my sister. She was more my sister. That was my wake up call. That was what really propelled my journey. And this is recent. Like, if you listen to the podcast, um, I'm about to say my cousin, but my little sister passed away in January. She passed away on her birthday, January 12th, her 29th birthday. And that woke me up. And surprisingly, it caused me, most people probably, it might not understand, but it helped me heal even more. It helped me get closer to God. My relationship with God really became even more intentional after she passed away, ironically. um like she was saying, like if you believe people are going to live forever. No, I don't believe people are going to live forever, but I mean, it was a shocker that she passed away so young and so quick. I talked about, when we found out that she was sick. It was only about 5 or 6 months before she passed away when we found out. So we did not have much time with her after we found out that she was sick. Um, but even through the process of her being sick in the hospital, in and out of the hospital, I had to really lean on God even more because, like she mentioned, I couldn't lean on my own understanding of, because I did not understand what was going on. It made no sense to me how she went from a completely healthy person to literally stage 4 cancer within less than a month. Yeah, it didn't make sense. I saw my relationship got stronger with her being sick, and it got even more intentional after she passed away. And like I said, it helped me grow. It's helped me um um have a more intentional relationship with him. It's helped me heal. Is boy, it's so many things. I can't even think about so many things. But like I said, with her, like it, and since that's happened, things have been popping off even more so now. When she say that, like that comment that she made about when you heal and have an intentional relationship with God, and I'm paraphrasing here, you heal and have an intentional relationship with God and heal yourself emotionally and mentally. Ironically, it heals you financially too if you're in a financial bad spot. Like it's just like a ripple effect. One builds on the other. I don't even know how to say it right because it's so. I'm so excited about it, but it speaks so many. It speaks truth because I can say that I'm a living witness of that. You know, like I said, I'm not gonna get into no finances of it, but I'm truly a living witness of that being very much fact. Look like she's coming back on. So, oh, okay, back in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So,
So
yeah, I
you
was
ask
just.
me what you want, cause I be on my little soapbox sometimes. So
It's all right. I mean, Lord, like I said, I was gonna let it flow. All I had to do was ask you one question. It just flowed. So it was good. It was good. So it might just be 3 parts. It looked like we might be wrapping it up.
okay.
Yeah, but man, I guess the only question that, well, I have a few questions, maybe two. The question I have now is, if you could go back on, where you, if you see where you are now and looking back on your journey through the whole thing, would you change anything?
I want to say yes, but probably not. God, you could have gave me some different daddies for my kids.
Well, they came into your life for a reason because they came to teach you something.
Jesus, Jesus, you good men out here that ain't with the mothers and still take care of their kids. I ain't been.
Oh.
I'm over two over here. I'm over two. And I'm like, come on, Jesus. But I know there's a purpose, for plans for anyone. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, I want to say yes, but probably not because my pain, my hurt has a purpose and a plan, and it's gonna help somebody. So, no, I
Yeah.
wouldn't change anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I get that. I mean, changing one little thing changes the whole outcome. You might not even have your daughter right that you have right now. You might not be in the city you're in right now. Who knows? Who
It would
knows?
change completely. So, no, I would.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. Okay. Okay. So Lord, I just had the second question. I have bad memory too. I have real bad memory too. Well, you touched on a lot of my questions because I was going to ask you the benefits from practicing celibacy, but you touched on that. You talked about that. Lord have mercy, you answered all my questions when you were just talking. I don't
Well,
know, Mika. You might
I'm
you
all
might be
the
good now.
people if you want to talk about anything
You
else.
might be good. So going, I guess, okay. But going forward, yeah, I know you had talked about, you're doing it intentionally now. So at one point you were saying that you was just abstinent because if you wasn't dating anybody, you're just abstinent. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. My question is, I was saying that she was practicing abstinence, but she was at one point she was only practicing abstinence because she wasn't in a relationship. And I did hear her mention that since she's more intentional now, when she does get into another relationship, I guess my question was, is it going to be wait until marriage, or is it going to be just more of a official conversation? Because she had said that they hadn't her past relationship they had never made it in official, but they were sexual. So from here on all out, which one is it going to be? Is it going to be I'm going to be in an official relationship, I'm going to be practicing celibacy until I'm in an official relationship. We have that serious talk, like we together, or is it marriage that she's holding out for now? And either way is fine with me because everybody has their own their own road to it, their own viewpoint on it. I'm struggling with that question because I asked myself that question too, and I'm on the fence about that. So it would be great to hear her viewpoint on it, to see where she's coming from with that, and maybe to give me some insight because I'm learning just as much as you guys are learning here because like I said, like I feel like she's a far more ahead of me in her journey of it than I am, even though I have a little bit more time with her on her in my celibacy journey than she does. Which doesn't matter when it comes to that. It just is about how intentional you are in your healing journey. At one point I don't think I was as intentional as I am now. Like I said before, my wake up call was more so with Kenya. Even though I was on a healing journey, it wasn't as intense as it is now. So yeah, we're gonna see if she can hop back on, and we're gonna close it. Oh my God, she said she can still hear me. This is crazy. Well, if you can still hear me, get back on here, girl. Because what is going on? Get back on. I'm gonna tell her to get back on. We can close it out. On, I asked that last question, and we can close it. Um, close it out. I'm just texting her. And go from there. So we're gonna close it out with that last question and call it a day on that one. But I hope you guys have enjoyed her story and her journey. I always like to get different people's perspectives on things because it helps me learn and grow. Like I've learned a lot just from listening to her story. I've related to a lot of it too. So this is man, wow. I mean, this blew my mind. How is our path to it was so different, but we've still experienced some of the same things. So um, hopefully she can get back on real quick and we'll close it out. But if not, I mean, we'll just close. It looks like she's trying. I keep seeing the thing glitching, but if not, we'll just close it out. It's trying. She trying. I don't know if it's the app or is that her phone. I'm about to get on her about this phone because I be picking on her. Like I said, we've known each other for a long time. I probably pick on her a lot. We talk a lot of smack to each other, so we being nice to each other today. We be talking a lot of junk to each other, so we'll see. She said okay, so we'll see. She gets back on here. I think she's trying, and we'll close it out. Close it out for the day. Yeah. So, like I said, I hope you guys have found some value in this. If this is resonating with you, definitely we'll bring her back on because I'm sure she has a lot of wisdom and knowledge to spread around. Um, I've known her for a long time, but I'm getting to know her in a different way at this point. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, I feel like I'm getting to know her all over again, even though I've known her pretty much my whole life. So we'll see how this goes. Oh, look, there she go. Is she?
I heard you fine. That's all I need to say is I heard you fine the whole time.
Wait a minute. So you've heard everything I've said?
Yes. Until I hung up and I was like, let me try to restart it or something. I think it's that app, but I
Yeah.
did hear your question, so I'll say this last thing. Yes, I am going to wait till marriage. But it's not something that I divulge immediately. I don't go into a conversation. Yeah, I'm getting beat up. I don't go into a conversation like, hey, I'm celibate, so what you want? I used to. I used to be like, I used to have on my little dating profiles, I'm not here for sex or I'm celibate or whatever, but I don't do that
Mm-hmm.
anymore. So yes, I am waiting to for marriage. Um, yeah, that's just that simple.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, all right. So we're gonna close this one out. Golly, we're gonna close this one out. I hope you guys enjoyed this segment. I hope you found some value with it. Come back next Friday, 8 a.m. on the Vibing with TJ podcast.
Bye.